Imagine, if you will, a world post-nuclear event. You might wonder, could we still grow food in such a scenario? It's a question that may seem science fiction, but the reality could be closer than we think. The possibility of agriculture after a nuclear event is a topic that holds great importance, not just for us survivalists, but for the entire human race. Diving into this question, we first need to comprehend the science behind nuclear events and their impacts. Nuclear events are massive explosions that release nuclear energy. But what does this mean for our soils and plant life? Let's take a moment to delve into this matter. In essence, a nuclear event is a cataclysmic explosion that discharges an immense amount of nuclear energy. This can occur due to a nuclear weapon detonation or a nuclear reactor meltdown, among other causes. The explosion releases radiation, a form of energy that travels in waves, much like light or heat. Now, onto the immediate effects of these events on our environment. When a nuclear event occurs, it releases radioactive particles into the atmosphere. These particles, also known as fallout, eventually settle down on the Earth's surface, contaminating everything they touch, including the soil and plant life. So, how does this radiation affect our soils and plant life? Radiation can cause significant damage to plant cells, impairing their ability to function and reproduce. In addition, when the radioactive fallout settles into the soil, it can kill beneficial microorganisms and alter the soil's chemical composition. This can hinder the soil's ability to support plant growth and its role in the carbon cycle, impacting the overall productivity of ecosystems. Moreover, the effects of radiation are not limited to the immediate aftermath of the event. Radiation can linger in the environment for hundreds to thousands of years, continuing to pose a threat to plant life. It can also accumulate in plants over time, making the plants themselves hazardous to consume. But here's the thing, while radiation can certainly wreak havoc on our environment, it doesn't mean that all hope is lost. Nature is resilient, and with time, ecosystems can recover and adapt to new conditions. So with such devastating effects, one might think growing food is impossible. But is it really? Stick around as we delve deeper into this question in the next scene. Radiation can have severe effects on soils and plant life, but how exactly does it interfere with growth? Imagine a seed growing in the soil. It starts small, but eventually grows into a robust plant. This growth is a delicate balance of various soil nutrients, water, and sunlight. But introduce radiation into this equation and the balance gets disrupted. When a nuclear event occurs, radioactive isotopes, or radionuclides, are released into the environment. These radionuclides can contaminate the soil, making it radioactive. Once in the soil, these radioactive elements can be absorbed by plants, just like any other nutrients. This absorption can lead to a variety of detrimental effects, ranging from stunted growth to genetic mutations, which can affect the plant's ability to reproduce. Now let's dig a bit deeper into the soil. Soil is a complex ecosystem home to countless microorganisms. These microorganisms play a crucial role in maintaining soil health by breaking down organic matter and recycling nutrients. However, exposure to radiation can kill these microorganisms, leading to a decline in soil fertility. But it's not just about the plants and the soil. What about the food we eat? If crops absorb radioactive elements, they can become radioactive themselves. This is a process known as bioaccumulation. Consumption of these contaminated crops can lead to a variety of health problems in humans, including cancer. So, the impact of radiation on soil and plant life extends far beyond stunted growth and reduced yield. It alters the very fabric of the soil ecosystem, disrupts the natural life cycle of plants, and poses significant health risks to humans and animals alike. The picture might seem bleak, but all hope is not lost. As we move forward, we'll explore the possibilities of agriculture post-nuclear event and how we can adapt and overcome these challenges, because where there's life, there's always a way. In the face of such adversity, the human spirit remains undaunted. So how can we possibly grow food after a nuclear event? While the obstacles are formidable, they're not insurmountable. Radiation-resistant plant species are one such beacon of hope. These hardy varieties have evolved to survive in high-radiation environments, and their unique characteristics could be harnessed to sustain agriculture in the aftermath of a nuclear event. Examples include the red forest around Chernobyl, where certain fungi and plant species have not only survived, but thrived, adapting to the harsh conditions and even using radiation as an energy source. Beyond naturally resistant species, there's also the realm of genetic modification. Scientists are exploring the potential of bioengineered crops that could withstand or even neutralize radiation. Moreover, soil remediation techniques could play a pivotal role. By removing or stabilizing radioactive elements in the soil, we can reduce the risk of contamination to plants and subsequently to us. Methods such as phytoremediation use plants to absorb or break down pollutants, while others involve the addition of substances like zeolites or phosphates to bind radioactive particles and prevent their uptake by plants. So while the nuclear event scenario is daunting, it's not the end of agriculture. With resilience, innovation, and a touch of green thumb, we can find ways to grow food even in the most irradiated soils. Even in the most challenging conditions, nature finds a way, and so do we. Our journey today has taken us through some grim realities, but also towards a glimmer of hope. We've delved deep into the heart of nuclear events, grappling with their ominous power. We've observed their potential impacts on soil, plant life, and the broader ecosystem, understanding the profound changes they can bring about. We've seen the threats they pose to our food supply, our ability to grow and cultivate the very sustenance that keeps us alive. Yet amidst this stark landscape, we've also discovered a glint of promise, a potential for agriculture even in the aftermath of a nuclear event. We've explored how innovative approaches and scientific advancements might enable us to adapt, to cultivate life where it seems impossible. While we hope never to face such a scenario, understanding our options is a testament to human resilience. After all, knowledge is the seed from which survival grows.